like to implore you to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments, because what happens is the more people subscribe, the more this content gets pushed out to more viewers, and those viewers can then join, and they can post requests or share tips, and those tips I'll share with everybody. So for example, a lot of the stuff regarding AI was either one of my viewers or subscribers took time literally doing a live stream to help me out, help me understand all these things, and I went and researched on my own, so I became obviously better, and I'm sharing all the information I have. So some of the stuff was, to be honest, was probably a little bit way over my head. I was just beginning. I didn't expect to go that far, at least in the beginning, but they helped me a lot, and I found a lot of information, especially about my GPU. For example, I think all those viewers had the NVIDIA GPU, so some of those things would not really work with my AMD GPU, but I found ways to around it, get to work, and I'm pretty happy with the results. Can it be better? Sure, but I'm relatively happy with the results so far. Okay, with that said, I'm gonna change the intro here. That was the intro for the earlier day stream, but this is the one we're doing today. Today we're going to compare Stable Diffusion version 1.5 to Z image or Z image, depending on where you are on the world. Okay, let's begin. All right, so if you haven't watched the previous the day stream, I'll just go very, very quickly. So in the day stream, obviously, we reviewed this model, which is the Stable Diffusion version 1.5 or 1.5. It's a 1B model, meaning it's actually less than that, but I just rounded up to 1B just to make math easier. It's 1 billion parameters. So basically, what we're doing is I was showing you how you can use a control image. So that basically means that it will take an image. In this case, this is the current mayor of Toronto at the time of this recording, and then all I did was the prompt. I wanted to make her smile, and then you see this is how I end up with her smiling. But the weird thing is, so I guess this is kind of the limits for this particular model, is that you can see what happened. For example, she has a few wrinkles on her neck area. That happens when you age, of course, and then it kind of exaggerated them really bad, like way over the top. And this one, and for some reason, it changed her hair color as well to blonde, and it changed her eye colors. I didn't request that. I don't know what I did. All I asked for was the white background. I didn't say you should make her into a white person. Anyways, I don't know. I didn't keep her Asian, but we're in today's in this current live stream, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're just gonna compare how we can use this model. So this doesn't mean this model is bad. For example, if you don't have the resources, maybe you don't have a GPU, this model will work perfectly fine on your CPU. In fact, it'll be faster than the bigger models. The bigger models obviously will be more accurate, but if say you don't have the resources, maybe it's RAM or VRAM, this model will work perfectly fine. Of course, what I recommend you do is give it a bigger prompt, and also if you can get a less quantized model, use that one instead. I think by default this is FP16, floating point 16. So for example, for my GPU, Q8 is the fastest. That's why I got the Q8 version. Of course, there's some details lost, but I'm okay with that. And I said I would still use this model for prototyping. So I might still do that in the future, especially when I don't care too much about the, for example, this is obviously meant to be photorealistic quality, so it doesn't work too well with this. But I'm saying if I'm doing something maybe cartoonish, or what we're doing, I'll show you what I'm doing later tonight, this might actually work perfectly fine. Okay, so we're going to use stable-diffusion.cpp. I went through this earlier today. It has it's cross-platform, Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and Android. You can use multiple backends: CUDA, OpenCL, Vulkan, Metal, CCL. I think this is. Oh, this is I think it's on OpenCL. That's for I believe Android. There's the one for what is it? AMD ROC, and I think it also does OpenAI as well. So there are multiple of them as well. And these are the models. It's lots of models. You see this one for this the earlier tutorial was SD. The 1 series obviously 1.5, and then now it supports Z image. So that's what we're going to compare it. Obviously, it has other features like flash attention and VA tiling and more a lot of stuff. So this is my system. I have the AMD Instinct Mi60. It's 32 gigs of HBM2 memory. It's a Vega series, but it still works perfectly fine. I got it used off eBay in the summer of this year, 2025, and I would recommend you have at least 16 gigs of RAM, depending on the model. Obviously, if you get a small model like this one, you can probably get away with a little bit smaller than that. So I would definitely recommend minimum 16 gigs of RAM. That's my personal recommendation, because obviously, unless you're okay leaving your computer when you're doing this, I would definitely recommend minimum 16 gigs of RAM. Disk space, 10 gigs is enough, especially if you're just using this model, or even the I can't remember how big the other model. You probably need a little bit more. The Z image, and obviously I'm on Linux. I have ROCm installed already, and for Linux, by default, stable-diffusion doesn't come with ROCm built-in, so you need to compile it yourself. So the tools you're going to need CMake, Git, and Clang, but it's pretty easy, as you guys saw. It's pretty fast. So you just clone it, enter it, and then you just run those commands, and then you'll be good to go. CMake and etc. So you can also, for example, you can use OpenBlast. If you're using the CPU, I recommend you use OpenBlast here. That will speed up your generation for images, video, etc. If you have CUDA, obviously use CUDA. I have ROCm, so that's what I do. I use ROCm. You can also do stuff like Vulkan. Right now there's a bug if you enable Vulkan and ROCm at the same time. So right now, for me personally, I've disabled Vulkan. Vulkan is really fast, by the way, for generating images on the AMD GPU. At least mine, it was really fast, very impressive. But when I video, there's a limit. I think there's a memory limit in the GML. I think it's actually 4 gigs, which is really sad. Otherwise, the videos I think would have been pretty comparable as well. Maybe not as fast as ROCm, but pretty good as well. And you have this one, Musa. That's more threads GPU. I don't know what that is. And Meta, obviously, for Mac OS, and Vulkan as well. You can also just do Vulkan. I think most CPUs in the last I don't know, it's 10 years, they should actually support GPUs to support Vulkan as well. In fact, Blender is actually moving towards Vulkan. Right now, they actually, I think, enable it by default. They have an option, OpenCL or Vulkan, for what do you call it, the EV rendering, and hopefully they will get this also for final rendering, not just the viewport. And OpenCL, as I said before, that's for Arduino GPUs. That's Android. It says all Android. And this one, CL. Oh, I was wrong about that. It's for Intel GPUs. You can load the model weights. They're kind of they're kind of. It's inspired by llama.cpp, and obviously it follows the same. It tries to follow ConfigUI. So that's why you see I still have my ConfigUI folder, and I left everything in there as well. I don't know why this is here. Oops, this should not be here. I don't know why I left that open. I was doing something else. Alright, sorry, a customer paid me, so I was just I was doing some bookkeeping just before I started this. So as you can see here, I'm on Linux here. You see, just load up whatever the model is, and you see this is how we run this very simple v1-5. Now, of course, in the tutorial for today, the afternoon tutorial, I was explaining how to use ControlNet. So ControlNet, you also need a ControlNet. So you have to make sure that it's compatible with the model you have. So I have to get a ControlNet that's CSD15. That's it. So that one worked, and those are the results you got. So if you don't know what a ControlNet is, ControlNet is a technique that enables the fine-grained control of generated images. This feature allows you to manipulate the output by controlling specific elements of the image, such as style, structure, and more. For instance, if you want to apply an image as a guide for generating another, ControlNet can achieve that. So, this was my first time. Obviously doing a tutorial on ControlNet. I've used ControlNets before, usually in Configure. I didn't understand them. I just did, whatever it says, download this, download that, that's what I did. However, I'll show you where ControlNets might shine when I finish this pretty quickly. So I say this is very similar to Configure. You see the folders where you put your models. You see the LoRa models, VAEs, ControlNets, etc. And then my particular system, the CPU is AMD Ryzen 5 5600 GT, 6 cores, 12 threads. So the G is integrated graphics. I need that because the GPU does not have, I can't plug in my displays to the GPU. So I plug it into the, thanks to the integrated one there. I have 32 gigs of RAM, but usable is only 24. The reason for that is 4 is reserved for the integrated graphics. Another 4 is used for ZRAM, which is kind of a cache. It doubles the cache. So basically, 4 gigs is compressed down or high, whatever, and you get 8. And I already explained the GPU here. The operating system of Fedora Linux Workstation 43. It's GNOME Desktop 49 with the Wayland. And here's some screenshots and the results, as you can see. Yeah, that was weird. Went over this, so I'm not going to go too much about it. So you can see it's not, by default, without any tuning or anything like that. It's not, the quality is not, it's not the greatest. But I said for prototyping, it will do it very, very quickly. So it's not bad for that. Just for quick prototyping. And this was the live stream. Oh, I forgot to put the video here. I might do that. You know what? I think I'll do that. Should I do it right now? Not too sure. I should. Oh, okay. I'll do it after. So I'm gonna add. I'll add another video. I'll add this video you watch. This live stream will be added as an addendum here as well. And yeah, I think I'll leave it right here so to remind me. Maybe when we're doing something. I'll go ahead and do this. All right. So that's what we did. That's what we did earlier. That's the gist of it. So I said we're not doing the exact same thing. Instead, what we're going to do is we're gonna compare it to Z image. Now, if you don't know what Z image is, I think I have a link. Oh, here we go. So let's go here and take a quick look at this because this is relevant. So this is the one I use, stable-diffusion.cpp. So I don't use any Python, but it does have Python bindings if you want to do that. And you might see why the Python bindings might actually be worth it. So I got this. You see, the last release was yesterday, so I updated that during the afternoon live stream. So I don't need to update it anymore. You can watch that video. Okay, and then we go down here. So you see in December 2025, really December 1st, a Z image was added, and this is the one I'm actually doing right now. So the good thing about Z image is I can use it for both as a ControlNet. I can also use it as I'll get into that later. So stable-diffusion.cpp is a plain C/C++ implementation based on GGML, working in the same way as llama.cpp. It's super lightweight without any external dependencies, so that's fantastic if you have lower resources. These are the supported models. So if you want to know more about Z image, I'll click here and so that's what we're focusing on, because I said I already did a whole tutorial on this one, the SD1 model, and yeah, I went through all this. You see, I'll show you all this stuff again. So, but I just want to show you where you can get it and how to quick start as well. And as you can see, you can also have some performance. If you have low VRAM or RAM, you can also do some of the performance guide. So let's just click that as well. So so how to use, so this is for Z image. So you obviously get the safe tensors, or you can get the GGUF, and then the you need a VAE, and obviously you need to download Qwen3 4B. One thing that blew me away about this was I was able to actually get very good text. I've had issues generating text on the on an image, and I was surprised how really good this one is able to do that, and very yeah, you can see this was you can compare BF16, so Q8, Q6, Q5, Q4, Q4K, and etc. So even at you see, even at the lowest, one of the lowest, obviously highly quantized, it's still able to generate text, which is really amazing. So I just followed these instructions here to grab, which one was it? I grabbed, which one did I grab? Oh, the sample one. Yeah, so I grabbed the 3K, Turbo 3K, I believe that's the one I grabbed. Actually, we can check here because I just ran it very recently. You can see which one I used. Where are you? Come on. I used the 3K. Yeah, so I grabbed the 3K. I didn't realize it was actually, yeah. So my GPU supports obviously 64, floating point 64, floating point 32, floating point 16, Q8. It doesn't support the others, but when you go, what I found was Q8 is the fastest. After Q8, it was actually the Q4, meaning that FP16 for my GPU is faster than Q6, and Q5, but Q4 is actually faster. I haven't tried anything less than that except for today when we did this Q3, and the results actually pretty good as well. So I'm happy with the result. It obviously takes a little bit longer, as you can see here, but it took almost a minute. Obviously there are probably things I can do to improve it, but especially if I use Vulkan or something like that, but I'm pretty happy with it. And you will see what I'm talking about when I show you the rest of the rest of the images I downloaded to create a story. So, and here's the ones if you have performance issues, obviously you can drop the what do you call it? You can reduce the the output, the width and height. That's one way you can do it. The other way is to offload weights to the CPU. You can save VRAM without reducing generation speed. That's another way you can do that. And then obviously use quantization to reduce the memory usage as well. All right, and then this, I don't know what page was. Oh yeah, so this is where you can download the v1.5. It has been such a long time that it's over 3 years old, so it's not even available anymore. It's still there. I downloaded it. All you have to do is just type in here. You just type stable diffusion v1-5. You see it's still available. As for example, this one here, it's still available. Just click on that and you can see this is a mirror now. It's deprecated, and you see you can still find it and download it. So there you go. You can still find it and you can download it. So as I said before, I did say I'm gonna stop using it. I'll probably just use it internally just for quick prototyping because it is fast. I mean, turbo ones I think are even faster, so I might keep a turbo one instead and just remove this the original one, because I said it's been around for a very long time. I'm in relative in AI stuff. You can see how many downloads just last month. It's still pretty popular because it's a small one. It will work just on the CPU, and it will work really well just on the CPU. All right, and if you want to if you don't want to compile, as I said, there's also the developer also has. If you go to releases, there's a bunch of releases. You can see here for Windows, you guys are spoiled because the binaries for, for example, CUDA, Vulkan, ROCm. You see, basically, you guys are really spot. For Linux, this one doesn't have ROCm. You have to compile that by default. And for Mac OS, I'm gonna guess it's better, so it's not too slow. So there you go. Yeah, and then obviously the source code as well. And that's it. So this was updated, as we can see here, yesterday. And that's the one that I pulled earlier today and to update mine. All right, so with that said, let's go back and get started in today's tutorial. So I said today's tutorial is going to be a comparison between, what is it? It's going to be a comparison between build here. It's going to be a comparison between stable-diffusion and the Z image. So I did create some images here just to show you the chicken story. I was trying to get a story written, so what I did was I generated some images. I'll just show you those very briefly so we can do a comparison. So that's the best way to do a comparison. So I have this image here. So you see this was done by Z image. Very, very nice. I forgot that this is a 512 by 512 wide by 1024 high. So you can see very, very nice, very, very nice. Lots of detail. Obviously, the higher the resolution, the more detailed it's going to be. And then I generated this one as well. Then I realized something. Right? So the character is the same, but there's a little problem, right? If you notice, this character, the first one, is exactly what I want, in that this character is obviously dressed up for winter, right? And then I was trying to do interpolation, is what I'm trying to get at. So when I did the second prompt, the outfit had changed. So then I was like, that's not good for a story, because you know what I mean? It's like, you could have like a white person and a black person next, so I'm saying the story doesn't make any sense. And if you see, even this is supposed to be a chicken coop inside here. See, the chicken coop is also different. It looks completely different as well. You can see the colors are different, and even the door is different. So then I was like, I was thinking, you see, even where the person is standing is different, right? So the outfit is different. The person also looks a little bit different as well. So this was the second image I'm saying in the prompt, so when I was trying to write the story. So the snow looks really nice. However, that could be also because of the quality of the model. Maybe if I pick a less quantized model, but the point is, there's no way for it to remember that it should use this first model and continue. So what I did then, I decided, instead of using a ControlNet, I was just going to use the initial image. So I created this image, and this was going to be the initial image to do the next parts, and I'll show you the results of that, just so we can compare later between this. I also decided to make it a square, because what I was thinking is that some of this snow is fine, but I was thinking that instead of focusing on the snow, what I could do is I could so instead of, for example, generating thousands of images, I could just generate a few images, and then, for example, the snow, I could make the snow myself, let's say in something like Inkscape, and go in Blender, the VSE, or any video editor, doesn't matter. I could animate the snow, for example, have the just two images. Like for the snow, I have the big snowflakes, they'll be falling down slowly, and then I would have the smaller ones, which will be much faster. So that would give it like some nice animation. And then what I could do is, obviously it's not going to look as nice as this, but the point is, without going, this is a story. I'm trying to tell a story. So the story for this is chickens getting in the way when I'm cleaning the coop, right? So that actually does happen every day. So I'm trying to Right now I just want to get it down, so make a template, and then later on maybe I'll get it to try to get my likeness to do that. So for example, that should be pretty easy for something like that, because for example this face, obviously this is a Caucasian person, is that all you would need to do is dressed, you won't know if it's me or somebody else, so that's to work. So the only thing we'd have to focus on is obviously just my likeness, that's it. And that should be nice. So as you can see, the height here is, I said, 1024, but the width here is only 512. Now the problem with that is this works, actually this works for this particular story, but sometimes you might want, for example, like when the door is open, it's hard to, you know, you're missing some, I don't want to say details, but you're missing some stuff which are important to the story. Obviously this one I said is just a scoop. For the short story, it's perfectly fine. Even this one is perfectly fine as well. Okay, so now bear that in mind. So then what I did is I then here I will prove it to you. So if I go to properties, go image property, you see it, as I said, it's 512 the width, and the height is 1024. Same with this one as well. As you can see, it's vertical. Just to prove it again, it's 512 by 1024. Now what I didn't want to make it too high resolution, and I'll explain that later. So what I did is I redid it, and this time I made it a square. You see, 768 by 768. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, so let's double click on this guy, and you see it drew him like this. This is perfectly fine as well. This is perfectly fine, so you can say, oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Then you see what I was saying with the snow. The snow is not, I mean, this one here, it kind of like in the background, that's perfectly fine. I said I can kind of animate it, that will be fine. So if we go here, forget about that one. So it's still looking pretty good. So what I did was I used the first image, not this one. I used this image. You see it's wider, so there's more details. For example, here you can actually see the, oh, there's a person inside. This doesn't make any sense. I just realized this right now. Oh, okay, I get it. So it looks like there's the chicken coop is this one in here, but looks like there's an outer part where it looks like, or maybe it's two parts. Anyways, the point is, by being wider, I thought it would be better. I know I'll do some detail because it's not as tall, but I was like, I'm okay with that. Okay, so this is good. So this is also pretty good. See, the person is still dressed appropriately, right? Because I used this image to create the second image, right? This is 002. Now, guess what happens when we go to 003? That's not 00. So 003 is still pretty good. The person is still dressed warmly, and right. So there we go, and then boom, I used this image to for this one. But then all of a sudden the snow is gone. Now, is it because they have closed the door? And is it it's, yeah, you see my point. Then something went wrong here, so I think that could be the problem with the model. So let's go through all of them. Yeah, right, looks like this person has been jabbed to death or something. Like, I don't know what happened there. I'll show you. And then the person is turning into a chicken, right? Yeah. So as you can tell, I don't know what happened there. So this is one of the reasons I said I don't want to automate everything, because could you imagine if I say I told this thing to do it and I go away for maybe an hour or two, and then I come back, it's generated a whole bunch of images and they're completely wrong. Now you see, it started messing up basically on what's the fourth image. If we go back here, I think it was the fourth image. Yeah, so the third image is fine, and I used the third image to as the initial image for the fourth image, and you see, boom, it already changed. But likeness stayed the same, so that's fine. And then all of a sudden, so I don't know what happened here on the seventh image and the eighth image, and then the person turned into a chicken. I don't know what in the world happened there. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what's going on. Then the person turned back into a person for a while. It looks like this is snow. I think this is snow, but for some reason I don't know what is going on here. So I might have to maybe try a different prompt or something. I don't know. So turn back into a human again. Okay, that's a chicken. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now they're like a little boy, and I think that's the last one. There we go. And this is supposed to be text. It's supposed to I can't even remember what. Yeah, I'll show you that in a second. So that was it. So basically, I want to tell a story. So basically, what I was going to do is, so in this case, about 31 images. I was going to then take them into a video editor, and then. For example, just slim up a little bit, so basically make up the 30 whatever, like 30 frames per second or something like that. But however, so I was okay with this one. It was only when I looked at them, I was like, wait a minute, the guy turned into a chicken. So he turned into a chicken and he came back. So the chickens are perfectly fine because it's kind of like a clay animation. That's perfectly fine. So maybe this is what I was trying to say is like, you see, the problem with automation is you'll get weird stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is that if you generate one by one, when you generate one by one, when we go right here, you see this for number 4, I would say, oh, stop. The person is still supposed to be dressed, in a cold, supposed to be dressed warmly, right? And then when the person I was like, what is this? This is supposed to be a shovel, but yeah, so this is what I'm saying. It's most likely because the model is not very I probably need to try this. Remember, this is the Q3K, so stuff like this, I don't want to say it's common, doesn't surprise me. So I would definitely I could try the Q8 one. You know what? I'll probably try the Q8 one. If the Q8, because the Q8 is actually going to be faster than the Q3. So I said I already did those tests. So I might try the Q8 one, and Q4 should also be. Q4 will definitely be fine as well, and the quality will be better. So maybe we'll compare that. I'll leave this as a what do you call it, as a baseline to compare in the future. Because look at this. So what is this? Nobody shovels like that. And what is the person shoveling? Right? It's like, yeah. Anywho, it looks like they're inside a house now. So that's what I'm saying. Is like you just have to, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not ready for automation yet. At least this particular model. All right. So that is this one here. So I'll show you. I already showed you the prompt I did for to create this too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate 3 images, just to show maybe a few images depending on how long this tutorial takes. So I'm going to generate this one just to mimic. I'll show you the prompt. I promised to that. Sorry, I remember. So let me show you how I came up with this idea. Here we go. So I came up with a story. This is a true story, obviously. Chickens getting in the way while I clean the hoop coop during a snowstorm. It's not winter yet, but it's been snowing since October. So what I did is I created a folder, and then you see this is the command I ran. The diffusion model is obviously the Z image turbo. You see it says Q3K GGUF. The VAE, I used the VAE safe sensors. I download this one as well. That's the one from, I said I picked everything from the stable-diffusion.cpp. LLM, I use the same thing. That's for the text encoder. You have to use a Quen. The text encoders don't really matter here. You can actually, this one is also quantized. It's Q4KM. That's perfectly fine. And this was the prompt: playful, exaggerated claymation, 768 by 768 extreme close-up ECU on the protagonist's eyes, wide with green determination, sweat beading. Protagonist wears heavy winter gear, dimly lit coupe interior. Heavy snow begins to swirl near the entrance, and you see I use the CFG hyphen scale of 1. The V, that's to this means verbose. And then offload to CPU and diffusion far hyphen FA. The height is 768, obviously with the 768, and then the output here is this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use the because the first one there's no initial image. See the second prompt, this one you see it says playful exaggerated exclamation, the same thing there, medium shot MS. Protagonist is halfway through the coupe door, shovel raised high, a massive cartoonish snowdrift white mound is just beginning to its impact, slightly obscuring the side of their face. Coupe entrance, intensive wind and snow, and the other parts are all the same obviously except for the output. And the initial image, you see I'm using the first image that we generated, this one here. That's what I'm using. So basically every prompt going forward was using the previous image. That's why it, so what I noticed right here is if I don't particularly mention snow, it's not smart enough to know that I want snow. So I have to mention snow in it. So I said that was just a learning, and yeah. So as I said, this was just a quick test. I will actually create a tutorial on Z image, but I just want to test it and see how it works. I could have used a control image, but I wasn't too interested in that because for this particular story, as long as I had the protagonist from the initial image, I thought the person would be doing things. I thought that would be enough, but looks like maybe not. As I said, maybe I'll try a different model as well. If you guys know a better model, let me know. Okay, so this was the image. Obviously, what is this again? Q3K. Yeah, Q3K turbo. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test the same prompt using this model, the v1-5. So let's drop to the what is it here? Drop here to the command line. I think we do have, yeah, here. Drop to the command line. And I'm going to copy, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to copy one of the commands from earlier today. And just give me a second. Stable diffusion first. Okay. I'm just going to write it so I can copy paste. Don't worry, I'll let you guys know how it's going on. So I'll say here, and I'll say this is stable. We're not using a ControlNet. So this will be stable diffusion v5. Okay, so grab one of these commands. Grab the first command so we can compare. You know what? I'll put it in the same one. I'll put it in the same folder because the folder has already been created. So I'll put it in the same one here, and copy this. So this is going to be, what is this one? Z hyphen image. Okay. Alright, so we have that one. So what I'm going to do is okay, so I'm just going to change some of these. I'm not going to use a negative prompt. There's no ControlNet. Instead, we have an initial image. Oh no, we don't have an initial image because this is just the beginning. So there's no initial image. before it was 1024 by 512 by 1024. The seeds were I can't remember. You know what? I'm gonna try to keep it the same so that everything's the same. We're gonna use this FG scale and all of that. I think this one needs more of a scale, but we will compare. So let me. I think it's easier just to copy everything here except up to the prompt. Copy that, and also prompt. So this is going to be 001. I'll call it. What do I call it in the folder? Oh, here we go. So this is going to be 512 by 1024, and I'll call it v1-5. Okay, and I already have a prompt here. I'm going to leave it at 20 steps. I'm going to leave that at that one, and I'm going to remove. I'm going to leave this. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can leave everything the same. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave everything the same. There was no seeds. That's what I. Yep. Anything else I need? Scale. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna remove that. Move that just to keep it the same. All right. So this is a Q8 model. So it should, in theory, let me clear this. It should be better. Paste. So if we go up here, you can see it's going to output to this one here, and it's using, see, the Q8. It's the V5, and this is the prompt. It's the same. So it should create an image here, and I said it's pretty fast. It's much faster. So it's the same 20 steps. I mean, so there we go. So it's done. it finished really quickly. I didn't even have time to look at the GPU to see what it was doing. So I'm not too happy with this result here. Well, let's see let's see. So I made this one. Did I make it 7.8 by? Oh, okay. I made a mistake. So you can't even see anything here. Let me make it taller. So there you go. So already off now to a good start. 512 by 1024. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna change that to 8. Maybe that it needs something else. So let's try this. So I've changed the height to 512 by 1024, and I've also changed the CFG scale to 8.0. Let's see if that will change anything. And while that's running, I'm gonna show you guys the fan, so you can see what's going on here. So this is the GPU. You see this one here? That's the GPU. It's using a little bit of the GPU, but it's so fast that it, as you see, the temperature is going up there, 56. It's also obviously using some of the CPU as well. Oh, this time it's actually using more of the GPU. Okay, hopefully it'll be a better result. So what I do is I go to where's fan, system fan 2, and it's done. So the good thing, oops. Okay, it's finished. So you see, I don't actually need to even turn on the fan is already on. It's running at just below 33,000 RPMs. So it's done. Let's see if this is an actually better image. Okay, what did I do wrong here? The height is supposed to, okay, I made a mistake. I made the the height. What is it? I made the width 5. No, I made the height 512 and the width 1024. So that's wrong. So it looks like I still don't understand why it's not working. Yeah. Okay. So let's let me make sure I fix this. It's going to be 1024, and this is going to be 512. And let me see what else I had before. Is there anything else I need? I might need to do the steps as well. So actually, this time I'm gonna check up on it, see if. So I said for prototyping, it's not bad. Let me see what the defaults are. The strength, the seeds are 42. That's perfectly fine. I want to see how many steps it goes. So one good thing about this, I said, you see, I don't have to worry about the. I don't have to worry too much about that GPU temperatures. They're within a reasonable range. Checking here to see what. Oh, the temperature is actually. Wow, we went way too high there. I'm trying to see where the number of steps are. Does it not do steps? You see it's using the Q8. You see the Q8 is obviously much faster. Obviously you're losing some quality, as you can tell here. This is the floating point 16 to Q8. I might need to. I don't see the steps here. I might need to tell it to use more steps. So let's see the quality this time. Okay, it's okay. I'm sorry. This is too funny. Who does this in the middle of like a winter? Come on. All right, but okay, so. I didn't expect that. That is actually pretty funny. Oh man, okay, that is way too funny. Let me. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna give it 20 steps to see if we get something better. That is. Oh man, that is. Oh, okay, alright, I gotta stop laughing. Alright, so I'm gonna give it some steps here. I'm gonna give it 20 steps because that's usually the number of steps the other one uses as well. Hopefully it get a better image. And you can see it says here 56, 57 seconds. Okay, so let's try it again. I think I might have to stop this guy as well. It is using the GPU. Oh, the temperature there is getting a little bit high. Oh, let's just set this to 40, and that way I can just click this. So it's done. Okay, temperature's a little. Okay, so is it better this time? Hopefully it is. It's the same. That the number of steps didn't make a difference. It still came out. It still came out weird. So yeah. So this is why I was saying that this is not a good. It's not a good image. It's not a good. What do you call it? It's not a good. I mean, for prototyping, it's okay. I'm guessing I could basically take that prompt. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? just for giggles, I'm gonna use that one to do the next prompt. So let me grab the next prompt, and see, here's the next prompt here. I'm gonna use it as the so I'm basically trying to tell my story. I'm gonna use this messed up image as the not as a ControlNet, but as a yeah. I should test it. I should test the difference between a ControlNet and the initial image. So let's use that as the initial image. So this time we're going to use what was that image that was output? Okay, and then I'm going to use the same. Oh no, I shouldn't do that. I should make that 2 before I change it to, obviously, I'll also make a 768 by 768 didn't come out well, but I think I can grab this here, give me 20 steps, and that should be good to go. Yes, and V2, here we go. Okay. No, I'm not gonna. No, I don't need the initial image yet. Yeah, I don't need the initial image yet. I'm just gonna generate the second image just to see how good it will be faithful to the original one. What is it saying here? What's the mistake I made? Invalid. Oh, the width. Shoot. The width is 512. Okay. Even though it says CUDA, obviously I don't have CUDA, so if we go up here, it will pick up the, at least it should. Yeah, here we go. You see, it can't find the CUDA, obviously not. It found the Wacom device, and that's the one it's going to use, even though it says CUDA stuff. So it does find it. Its temperature is a little bit high here. I wonder if it's slow because of OBS. It's usually much faster than this. Okay, I am a little bit wary, so I'm gonna start the fan here. It's already at 80. Oops, I'm using the wrong model. Oops. I was wondering why the temperature is so. I'm using the wrong model. Yikes! Using the wrong model. So let's. Yeah, I was wondering why it's taking so long. In God, the Maldo God, I believe. What time? What is the time, sir? The time right now is 9:30 p.m. here in Southern Ontario. 9:30 p.m. Yeah, 9:30 p.m. at night. What's the time at your place? So while this is running, I'm going to check all the other live streams as well. Let's see here. This is for Odyssey. And okay, I'm guessing you're fine. I don't want to refresh. I'm guessing you guys are all good. Okay. I should actually no, I don't want to refresh. Wow, 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's. I'm guessing that's. Yeah, I'm guessing it's Friday for you. For me, it's 9:31 at on Thursday night. I'm a little sore because I spent. What is it? I spent yesterday out shoveling the wet snow because I couldn't push it. It's like soggy, so you can't push it. You have to actually shovel. That was a lot of hard work. It took me like 4 hours. And then today the temperature was around 0, so that was annoying. And then today, then it just snowed all day yesterday, and then I think it stopped sometime early this morning. And then because the temperature was very cold, I had to go out and obviously take care of that. Otherwise, it would freeze and turn into ice. So I did that. It took me about an hour. That's about normal. Oh, you have an exam at 1:30. Oh, cool. Well, what exam? What exam do you have? Oh, that's the wrong one. This one here. I'm sorry. Okay. This model is like done. Okay. You can't do stories with this model. This model is hilarious. You know what? I'm not gonna give up just yet. Let me change this into a what do you call it? A ControlNet. How is this a person? Seriously, how is this a person? And I use the initial image, and it's still. Yes. No. I did not. I apologize. I did not. I made a mistake. You know what? Let me try. That is so weird. Cybersecurity and computer network. Oh, okay, interesting. Cool. So what country or where, whatever, what city, or what's that, province, or what region are you in? I can't believe those results are so hilarious. Okay, so I'm not giving up yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this image as a ControlNet just to see what type of results we get. That was a hilarious result. Okay, so we'll grab this. Alright, so we need to have a ControlNet, I think. Oh yeah, the ControlNet and ControlNet image. Do I need to give you the number of seats? No, I don't. Okay, so oh, you're in India. So oh, you're from South Sudan, and now you're in India. Hey, are you? Did I talk to you earlier this year, a few months ago? I do remember. I think there was a lady from. Yeah, I think she was from Sudan, and she was also in India doing. Are you the same one? Are you a lady, a girl? By the way, I don't know if you're the same person. Cool. Oh yeah, I do remember. Oh, even the name, God, I believe. Yeah, there you go. I do remember. It's been a while. I don't even remember what I was doing back. I think during the summer. Yeah, this summer I remember there was a drought. Yeah, okay. Okay, if it's not you, that's fine. Yeah, in the summer, during the summer there was a drought here. Yeah, this year is weird. It started off very harsh. Okay, let me. I don't want to yell. Let me take this down a little bit so I don't have to yell. Yeah, this year has been weird. It started off very harsh winter. Then it rained for like 5 days in spring, and then it was just a drought. No rain until basically like October, and then so I had to deal with weeds and drought and then all of a sudden it gets cold. Yeah, hopefully next year will be better. I just want to write off this year. All right, so let me see. I'm not giving up just yet with this model. I want to try ControlNet. So just bear with me here. I think I can copy this. This is the one I did. It's hard to tell. Oh yeah, yes, I'll use this one. So this is going to be the ControlNet. I just need to give it the ControlNet. I'll put the ControlNet here, and I will give it the control image. The control image will be the first image we used. And I'm going to call this one C. No, this one will be 3. No, it should be 2. And I'll call it C for ControlNet. Okay, there we go. And let's see what this result will be. Alright, oh, what did it say? It failed. Oh, G chicken. What is a G chicken? Paste there. Give it 40. I'm wondering if it's going to give another weird result. Oh, it's already been an hour. Wow, okay. So I'll generate some images here just to show you what they are, and then I'll use the Z image. If this fails, obviously we'll know which one won and which one failed. So hopefully this is not terrible. So fingers crossed. Did it come out okay? Let's see. Oh, did I use the wrong image? Maybe I used the wrong image. Let me see. I make sure I didn't use. Oh, okay. I used the wrong image, so that was my fault. Okay, so I used the wrong image. Sorry about that. I should have used 1, not 2. Sorry about that. Let's try one more time. See if the result will be any better. So you can see it doesn't use that much VRAM. Of course, when you have a lot of VRAM, you can say that some of you guys might have less. I apologize for that. Yeah, but it does use very little. So that's why it's a good mod. I said for prototyping, it's okay. But man, I can't get it to get a decent result. So yeah. Okay, so hopefully this is a good result, or this decent free result. Okay, all right, okay. Okay. That's it. That is it. That is. Okay, those results are too funny. Okay, those results are bad. So, all right. So we know which one won. So. Yeah, there's no comparison. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I'm going to generate this image, and I'll show you. I'm going to regenerate this image here, and then we will compare it. Obviously, in case you're wondering which, I mean, it's night and day difference, right? The same prompt, night and day difference, right? Yeah, night and day difference. right? So yeah, the Z model is obviously way better. Okay, so enough yapping. So let's actually go and generate the. Did I actually? I'm confused now. Did I actually generate the? Oh yeah, I did generate seven. What is it? So I'll call this one 1. So it's 768 by 768. I'll just generate a few things, and I'll show you. I'm going to use the Z image instead. It takes a little bit longer. It does take a little bit longer. It looks like it's distilled, so maybe I shouldn't. So as you can see here, as I already explained this, yeah, I already did, so I don't know why I'm doing it again. You see, as I said, I'm using the turbo, the Q3. I'm also using Qwen 3 here, so that one doesn't really affect it that much. You can use a quantized one. The diffusion model here, and everything else is fine. The VAEs, I see the Q8, so I can definitely use Q8. It will actually be way faster than the Q4, so I could probably go the Q8. I might actually try that, but I'm okay with everything here. So it's gonna take. It's actually very good for text. As did I show you? Yeah, I showed you guys some text earlier today. It generates text really well. See, the temperature's up here at 76 degrees Celsius. So we know it's using the GPU. And obviously it's using ROC M as well, as you can see, and I know it's using the dedicated GPU, not the integrated GPU. I don't know. It likes opening this. So it generated the image, and this is it here. So as you can see, not bad image at all. Pretty nice image. This is obviously a square, 768 by 768. Very nice image. And I'll show you now. I'm going to use this image as the control for the next image. So what I need to do is I just need to get that prompt, which is this one here. Just need to make a few changes. 768 by 768. I also try the ControlNet. Maybe it will be different. Okay. So I'll show you what happened here. Hopefully it shows it here somewhere. Yeah, you see it says initial image path. So it's grabbing that one that it just generated. So the width and height is 768. It's going to be a perfect square. And reference image paths. Oh, I didn't know it has this. Man, I learned so much stuff. There's something called reference images. So the initial image is fine, and I wonder if I can use that with a control image. Interesting. So it's a little bit slower because obviously you get better results. I'm saying I'm willing to wait. I can obviously go do something else. Hey, I live in Canada, so I have to clear snow for some odd reason every single day almost. Actually, yeah, every single day this month I've had to clear snow, and that's actually abnormal. That's why I'm sore. I usually don't clear snow until January, but yeah, this past 2 years I've actually been clearing snow in December. And yeah, so obviously this does use more RAM, but you see it takes more time too. It's just over a minute. So this is our, where's our image here? Should be number 2. Here we go. So you can see, very nice, very nice image. Now I'm gonna do the same image, but this time I'm gonna use it as a ControlNet. I'm gonna regenerate it, but I'm gonna use it as a ControlNet just to see if oh, I can't do a ControlNet. I just realized I didn't have time today to find a ControlNet, but I'll find one. I'll find it out. So there we go. That's what I wanted to show you. Actually, where are you on? Get off. So basically what I'm saying is that by grabbing those images, then it's very easy to create a story. So let's get rid of this ones. I'll just say v1-5. Then I'll grab this one and this one. I think it would be easier just to cut them and go in here and paste them. And I think the rest were, yeah, the rest were, I'll just say test. The rest were just test images, which came out pretty nice as well. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. Nope. Make sure. Oh, this is another v5. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Into test, and then I think the this one should not be here. Should go in here. There we go. So I generated. Yeah, there we go. Those are the images I generated in the test. Yeah, so there we go. So obviously this Z image is vastly superior to the other one, and then so the idea was, I said I wanted to tell a story. So now see these are in sequence. So you can use something like maybe FFmpeg to put them all together. But I was gonna so it's already interpolated. So I'll explain to you what that means. So instead of, for example, generating this image, this would be scene 1, and I believe this one is scene 2, right? So instead of generating this image and this image, you see how I mean, obviously he's not wearing winter gear anymore, but the point I'm making is, instead of taking this image and then getting to this image, this would be very difficult for AI to put together. Interpolation just means that you generate like in between images. So you drop it down, you create scenes. So what you do is, for example, in the first scene there's like 3 images. There's this image, and then obviously there will be it will go to this image, right? As you can see, I don't know. I just realized this as well. The person's jacket is also, the outfit is different. I don't know why it's open up. I didn't realize that until now. So maybe I should try a different model. I should try maybe a Q8 model of this one, because I don't know why it did that. This one, yeah, I don't know why it changed. But anyways, the point is, I just realized it right now. This is a pretty big snowflake as well. So that's I just wanted to, oh, even the headgear is different. The hair kind of stayed the same. so that was my idea, just to be able to tell a story. Like when for example, when I tell you, oh, I'm so tired, I was outside today, I just wanted to, just a little fun. It doesn't mean anything, just a little fun thing. So basically what I wanted to do is, I could grab all these images and open up my favorite text editor, my favorite video editor for Linux, which is obviously Blender here. And then what I do is, let's Blender, come on, stop playing around. And then I just go to the video, what is it here? The video sequence editor. Just go to, you know what? I think I might have to open it up again. I don't even remember. Yeah, I think, yeah, I have to open it up again, if I remember correctly. So let's open up Blender again. I do have templates already. Yeah, so here You go to video editing, and this is what it looks like in Blender, and then you can drag in the image sequence, or you can simply just go to add, and you see it says image sequence. You can go image sequence. So let's go to that folder. It's in the mount folder, AI folder. We go to stable diffusion build, and we have a specific folder. It's the story one. You see there all the images are here. So if I grab the first one, does it? Yeah, see, it says detect sequences. So I've never done this before, so hopefully it will work. So let me see if it will pick them, all of them up, because they're in sequence. Yeah, it looks like it did. So we put in there. So let's go through. Oh, looks like it did not. Why did it pick up my images? Okay, that definitely did not work. Is that a bug? Okay, undo. That didn't work. Do I have to do it manually? Let's try it one more time. Image sequence. Why did it detect the image sequences? Oh, maybe I have to select. Do I have to select all of them? Let's see, select all. Control A, doesn't work. Shift A. Okay, that doesn't seem to work. Might as well just drag them myself. Okay, you know what? I'm going to drag them myself. That doesn't seem to work. Alright, so go here, Control A. Remove that. And let's see if I can just drag it here. Will that work this time? Yeah, there we go. So that one does work. Okay, and just put it here. So the idea is, now I know before you say, hey, wait a minute, this is only, what is it? It's 31 frames. No problem. So all you have to do is just basically, let me see how much. This is my first time doing this. So I want to, I might have to, let's see. Oh, there we go. So I have the strip open here. I want to, where is the show retiming? So the show retiming, I should be able to stretch this out. Oh, it looks like I can't. I have to figure this out. Huh, I might have to add a, okay, so I can't stretch it that way. Can I, do I have to add a transform? Adjustment layer, effect strip. Oh, they removed the transform. What is adjustment? Let's see. I don't know what adjustment does. Okay, adjustment doesn't do anything. I know I did it before because I did it for what do you call it? I did it for a promo for one of my books. What is the book? The Blender. Mastering Blender Python. I did it that way. Obviously that was like, I think Blender 4.2 or something like that. So I'm pretty sure there's ways to do that as well, to extend this. I'll figure that out. So basically, as I said, I wanted to bring it and then make it. I wonder if I can just do it here. Let me try this one. So where is this? This speed. Okay, let's see, duration, let's say I make it 62. Is it just going to take the last one and extend the last one? Yeah, that's what it is. So it's only going to extend the last one, so I don't want to do that. So that's not what I want. Undo, Control Z, there we go. So I know there must be a way to, I said that I can't use the transform strip anymore, but there must be a way to, do this. Oh, transform, here we go. Oh, that's another one. This is rotation stuff. Yeah, I don't know if they, hopefully they didn't remove it. I know there must be a way to do it. I've done it before. I said I've done it before using the transform strip and also just simply stretching it. But yeah, so worst case scenario, I can obviously split it and use Python and just take it to, basically it's supposed to be a climation. So what I mean is that instead of being this fast, it's just, or I can just make it a video in FFmpeg and then just stretch the video. Normally you should be able to do that using this show retiming. Oh, let me zoom in, maybe you can. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh, you can, there we go. So you can use the retiming. Yeah, so you can use the retiming. I told you how to figure it out. So the retiming is this little guy right here. You have to enable it first, and then you can just drag it. So you drag it to, oops, you can drag it to where you want. Make sure I drag the right one. Yeah, so just drag that little guy, and then you can drag it so you can make it shorter or longer. So for example, when I did there, you can see it's just slower, 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 slower as well. There we go. So as you can see, that's basically I want to tell a story. So for example, I say, hey, today I went to the chicken coop, and the chickens were getting in the way. There we go. So there we go. How long is this now? So I've extended it to, is that only 3 seconds? Okay, so obviously it was 30. I wanted at least 15 seconds. So let's see if I can extend this to 15 seconds. It's pretty hard to do this. Yeah, so at least 10 seconds. Let's do at least 10 seconds. Okay, so that's 10 seconds at least. Yeah, so now it's at least 10 seconds. So instead of being, if you remember before, it was only 31, like literally 31 would have been less than a second. Now I've extended it to 10 seconds, and obviously I can make it even longer. So 30 frames per second times 30 seconds, or 900? Is that right? So just type 30 frames times how many seconds I want. So I want 30 seconds. Yeah, 900. So just drag it. There, done. And one thing I like about, I think it's in Blender 4.5, they have the snap guides immediately. I like that feature. So you can see now it's, yeah, there you go, not too bad. There you go. So that's all of it here. So let me render this out. Now obviously this is a perfect square, but you can render it any way you want. So what is it, 768 by 768? So let's render that out. We'll go here to the render. That's fine. So we're going to change this. It's 768. So the reason I made it a square is because I can obviously put a background image here. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to make it 768 by 768 just to render it out quickly. And it's 100% frames. You can put, I already chose 30 frames per second here, and it's already 100 based on this. It's perfectly fine. There's no audio. So the output folder, what was it here? The AI folder. Go back to AI folder. Let's do a stable diffusion. Stable diffusion. Sorry, I always work on the 4K monitor. It's hard for me to work on a smaller screen, the 1080 screen, which you can hear. So I'll just call this one, I don't know, animation. Animation. I hope I got it right. Okay, and then accept. It says hold. Why is it not working? Okay, this is accept. Okay. Alright, so and then the video, yes, it's RGB, color management, and then go to encoding. MP4 is fine. You can use H.264 or H.265. FFmpeg does support multi-threading. Obviously, H.265 is, I think, a little bit slower or faster. I can't remember which one. I'll just leave H.264 now. Medium quality, good. And audio, there's no audio, so I'll just put no. And let me save this. I just went on the command line, so let me where are we here? We'll save as. I'm going to, it saves in the videos. Okay, that's perfectly actually. Okay. Oh, I should actually give it a name. Let's call this one. What is it? Story. Chicken. Yeah, story. Story is fine. I'm using that. Story.blend. So what I can do now, when I save, if you save the blend file, I don't need to do this anymore here. I can just type // and then I can say something like story. It will automatically append stuff to the story. So you can just put story. I don't know if you need to put a hyphen. I don't think you need to put a hyphen. I think it's smart enough, I think. Okay, so make sure I save this. Save. Now you can simply go to render and click render image or render animation. So that's slow because it has to, it's gonna basically draw it while it's going. So the best way to do it is just simply close Blender, and now we're gonna go to, let me open up tab here, and I'll go to my videos folder. Videos, and I can simply just say Blender space -b. The name is story, I think it was story.blend space -a. So it's gonna render in the background. So remember, we have 900 frames, so that should be pretty quick. And plus there was no filters like extending it, stretching it, or anything like that. So it's done. And it's gonna be, is it 12 seconds? Was my mouth off? So it should be 30 seconds. That is weird. I thought it was, hope I didn't do some it says 900 frames, but that should have been 30 seconds, not 12 seconds. Did I make a mistake? 12 frames per second. Anyways. So let's go play it. So it should be in the videos folder. So let's go check out the videos folder. We're looking for story something SSS. Oh, you see story blend. This is the one, and you see it automatically added the number of frames 1 to 900. It adds that automatically if you just put //. So let's play our video here, and this was generated using Z image. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I paused it there because for some reason it likes MPV likes to open up for something in the middle there. So start again and let's play. There's no audio, so you can see the snow here. Came out not too shabby anyway. Let's hit play. Okay, so that was it. So it's 900 frames. So let me see. It is 30 seconds. Is it? Oh, it took 12 seconds to render. Okay, so there we go. Yes, I don't understand what this is the time it takes to render. I'm not sure about this one here. So I guess yeah. So it is pretty fast. Obviously, if whenever Blender enables GPU rendering, this would probably even got gone way faster. Or I could have done it simply in FFmpeg and do the same thing. But actually, if I use FFmpeg, I could actually use the GPU. So I don't even need Blender. As I said, the reason I did it in Blender is not because I love Blender so much. It's simply that I would be able to visually see things and obviously add like I said, the idea is to add a background image because I'm not too sure. So what I'm saying is that I would use something like Inkscape to animate, snow, and then that would make the story a little bit better. So that was just an initial story. So basically, yeah, that I can't even use that model for even prototyping. It's like the results were hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, the results were completely hilarious. So I think what I'll do is next time I'll just use the Z image, or I'll find. I'm actually pretty happy, except what in the world was that? I am actually still a little bit disturbed that Buddy here started becoming a chicken. I think it was like, let's go back here. I was a little bit disturbed. So this is perfectly fine. This is fine, even though the outfit is a little bit different. This is also fine. Looks like he's back to wearing the proper outfit. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Again, the outfit changes here, so maybe maybe my prompt I should tell it to keep the outfit the same. All right, keeps on changing the outfit. Sometimes the outfit says this. This is the part I don't understand. It's like, oh, something looks like something messed up here. So this is what I was trying to say. You see, this is why it's impossible to do automation, because you see it messed up on number 7. I remember I generated 31. So could you imagine if I was generating like thousands of images and then this one would be messed up? I mean, everything after that is completely messed up. Now, this one could be maybe a play, like you're putting it close to your chest. Okay, that's perfectly. So let's move on. And why would you be wearing shorts in winter or cold season? That doesn't make any sense. And then here, I can't even explain what's going on here. Oh yeah, so and then the feet. Oh, you even notice the feet. The feet changed. Wow. Okay, and the person is turning into a chicken. The person is clearly a chicken here, with even with feathers. Whatever. What do you call the back of the chicken? Actually, chicken feathers, I guess. And then somehow is turning back into a human or whatever, the clay creature. And this oh, okay, I think I get this. I guess the chicken is right in the way. So okay, so yeah, so this is why I definitely need a better model. I definitely should try the Q4 instead of the Q3. I should try it again. You know what, I think what I would do is I would try the Q4 when I write up the article for this, and then what I will do is I will compare. If the Q4 doesn't give me good enough results, maybe I'll do a night stream, and then I'll use the Q8 because the Q8 should give better results. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way the image came out. I mean, obviously not as a chicken, turning back, transforming between a chicken and the what do you call it? Oh, this is a little bit disturbing. I'm not gonna say anything here. Yeah, what in the world is going on here? Okay, I'm guessing that's supposed to be a shovel. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, this person's holding a shovel. I guess it doesn't know how to draw the person holding a shovel in one hand, because clear. I don't know why it's stuck on the person's navel there. And this is actually 26. This is actually interesting. And remember, I used the previous model as the initial image for this one. So this is fine. This is also okay. Oh, I just really. So this looks human or whatever, and then again back to the chicken feet. Oh, the chicken. This is actually pretty cute. And what are you holding up here? Yeah. So now, yeah. So this is what I'm saying. You see is the chicken now with the shovel? It's like I do not understand. Okay, seems to be okay. That seems to be okay as well. Yeah, so that's the thing. You see, oh yeah, I promised to tell you what this means. I think this is supposed to mean the closers. Let me actually go and see what it's. It was supposed to say, oh, the cleaners become the cuddle. The cleaners become the cuddle. I was actually very disappointed with this because the text has been really good so far with the this model, even if it's a Q3. But then this one here, it kind of messed up this area kind of, and I don't know why is it always doing this. Yeah, so as I said, I'll have to see why why that is. But as I said, I would definitely, I do like this, and I definitely can see potential to create stories in the future. Little short stories, like say, like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, etc. So yeah, so so the reason I prefer this instead of video is obviously, as you can see, in just a few minutes you can create just some claymation type of animations, and it will be much faster and better quality than the video, because the problem with the video is it takes a very long time, and if things get messed up you can't fix it up. For example, even this, I can simply just go to I think the fourth one and tell, hey, you forgot to put snow, although I can add snow myself, so that's no problem. And then when it becomes chicken, I go, why is the person not chicken, right? So that's the another option is if it's having problems with the drawing multiple characters, which looks like it might, what I could do is I could just have it have the chickens by themselves, and then I could put the person maybe in the front or in the back, just a little a transparent without anything else. That's an option as well, because it looks like when the character was by themselves, I wonder if that's it. When the character is by themselves, no, that's not it, because this looks perfectly fine. Multiple characters. Let me see when it first messed up. Oh, this one is just one character, so I don't know why it's yeah, this is also just one character by themselves, so I don't know why that got messed up. Is it because there are chickens nearby? Let's go see where it first messed up. So here's fine. This is the chickens. There's 4 chickens, and then this. Yeah. Whoa! Wait a minute. What is this thing in the back? Oh, that's supposed to be snow. Oh, okay, I get it. I think this is where it got messed up. This is supposed to be snow, and this is where it got messed up. Ah, okay, got it. All right, so yeah, okay. Now I see where it got messed up, and then they kept it. I wish they kept the snow instead, but there we go. All right, so that's that was a fun little night stream. And so we'll let me minimize this, not needed. So let's finish this up. So obviously, if you wanted to see the results we got in the early what do you call it, the afternoon stream, you can see them here. Obviously, nothing to write home about. And I said I'm not going to use this model anymore, even just for prototyping, because it's a Q8 that's supposed to be pretty good, especially for the GPU, and no. Alright, so but the conclusion is still correct. With stable diffusion CPP, you can run stable diffusion models efficiently without relying on Python. This guide shows you how to set it up on Linux, optimized for the AMD Instinct Mi60 GPU, and offers various build configurations based on your hardware. Enjoy generating high quality AI images. So again, the link is in the description for this article, where you can get the stable diffusion stable-diffusion.cpp GitHub repository. I already opened up earlier today, and also where you can get the model weights. And I said once you go there, you can just search for the if you want to use that model, the v1-5 stable diffusion. I would recommend you, instead of using that one, use something else like the SDXL. It's a little bit bigger, but you get better quality, and it's also faster too. Obviously, if you're using the GPU. If you can't, and you have only the CPU or very low RAM, you can use this the model, the v5, but just make sure you use one that's less quantized, because as you saw, the quality won't be very good. Okay, so I also have books to help you if you're interested in Python programming. I can check out my book, Learning Python. It's available on Amazon. The link is also in the description. I also have courses on ojamboshop.com. The link is also in the description for the Learning Python course. It's an online course where you can learn at your own pace. And they also have other courses. There's Learning PHP, Learning JavaScript as well. They are available on jamboshop.com. Also for the book, there's also Mastering Blender Python. If you do want to, because I said I use Blender for as you can see as my preferred VSC on Linux, even though it doesn't have the GPU rendering encoding so far. And if you want any one-on-one Python tutorials for personalized help, you can contact me on jambo.com/contact. The link is also in the description. If you need help with AI models or consultations, jamboservices.com/contact. Okay, so I also have other recommended resources. I live in a rural area in a cabin. So if you're thinking of getting SpaceX Starlink, the residential service, please use my referral link. You get a massive discount. For example, in Canada, you get the equipment for free right now if you do use a referral link. And if you're anywhere else geographically, you also get a massive discount. The type of discount and its duration is based on your geographical location, but you will get a discount, a significant discount. I also have an affiliate link for the Honeywell HeatBud personal ceramic heater. It's available on Amazon. You can see this guy, it's right here. I do use it myself. It has a low and high setting. Low is 170 watts, high is 250 watts, and there's also a protection here, meaning when it trips over, it triggers that and you turn off. I don't know if you can hear that right now. The heater just came on. It uses propane, but propane is very, very expensive. So what I do is I leave the house at 15 degrees Celsius, and then in my personal space, like right now, this desk here, I do turn on this personal ceramic heater. It's a space heater. I usually use low. The only time I use high is if I accidentally trip it. I accidentally click it, but normally it's low. So what happens is my electrical bill will probably go up, $3 to $5 in a month. That's because when I forget and I hit the high, and I said that's way cheaper than paying $300 for propane. So there we go. And I see, of course, I dress warmly as well, and I'm pretty comfortable. For example, you guys see me right now. I haven't even turned it on yet, so I'm pretty comfortable. Most likely, the reason it's on is not because of this room. It's most likely one of the rooms, probably the kitchen or something, is cold, and that's why it came on. So it's available on Amazon. Use my affiliate link. I'll get a commission, and there's no extra cost to you. If you're thinking of getting a space heater. And I also have this, the algorithmic serpent. And you see, this is my first novelette. It's by me there, Edward Ojambo. It's about a scientist who creates an AI system and loses his mind. So he has to regain control of his mind and the AI system. This is the back. So as you can see, there's real pages in here. And this is also available in ebook form. You can get the ebook for free if you have Kindle Unlimited. Both of them are very affordable. I have the basically for the paperback version, this one I'm holding up right now, the majority of the cost is for printing and shipping, and for the ebook version for storage costs. So pick it up if you have the means and let me know what you think. And then just recently, just over a week ago, I released the Recession Business Blueprint. So if you ever think of starting your own business and you don't know where to start, I have this blueprint for you. The way I wrote it, I did I think 3 days ago, I did a night stream where I explained, basically I went over it and showed you how I actually started promoting it in Blender, but that's not the point here. I wrote it in it's one format, but I wrote it in two ways so that if you prefer a visual way to grasp things, there's a lot of tables in it, and then there's also text, meaning I explain everything as well. So some people prefer a visual way, some people prefer the written way, so I have you covered. So basically, for example, let's say you want to write a budget. Instead of just text telling you, oh, start a budget, do this, there's also an example with a table. So that's what I'm trying. If I say this is how you write a budget, you can just look at the table and you get the concepts. Or if I said if you want the reading part or if you want both, it's all there for you. So that's how I wrote the entire guide. It's called the Research and Business Blueprint. It's available right now on Amazon in both ebook and paperback form. There's about 123 pages. The other pages are like the total is 146, I think it is, and that's because obviously you have like the cover pages, you have the table of contents, and you have the about section and all that stuff. What I'm saying is the actual content is 123 pages. So you have a lot of stuff that help you, whether it's promotion, finding funds to start the business, and where you should run the business, where to look, how to find competitors, how to find mentors. It's all in there. And I said the way I wrote it, I did not just simply, because I started my business doing a research in 2009, so I didn't just take everything there and just write a book, because obviously some things are dated, some things don't even exist anymore. So I obviously updated those parts. Now there's some parts which are universal, meaning they never go out of style. For example, networking. Networking is very, very important, because what makes your business go from basically so-so to you've made it is networking. I'll give you an example. When I started, one realtor, he came to me. I did something for him, very simple. He was very happy, and then he told his clients about me, and then I had, like, all of a sudden I had 10 clients just because of that. So that's because of networking. You see my point? So networking is very, very important. And then if I go to one of his clients, she introduces me to other people. So I'm saying that's networking. That's how it starts. So I also show you how to do networking. Now, I had a problem when I started my business, is that when it comes to networking, you were expected to print out business cards, go people meet them in person and shake their hands. But the only good thing about the pandemic is that people became comfortable meeting online, or should I say virtually. So meaning that now you can actually conduct business virtually without ever having to actually meet the person in person. In person. You don't have to meet in person. So what I'm saying is that I also, instead of telling you, oh yeah, you must meet the person you have to meet in person. No, I also tell you how to do it virtually. Because in my business plan way back in 2009, I actually was dreaming, it's actually in my business plan, virtually, but I'm saying that never happened. I basically gave up on it. And the funny thing is, in 2020, people were then saying, Edward, I want to meet you virtually, Edward, all this kind of stuff. So that's what I'm saying, like, I was actually unprepared for it, because I'd given up on it. My customers never liked it. I always had to meet them in person when they came to see me. So then all of a sudden now it's normal. So what I'm saying is that I have you covered there as well. I'll also show you how, for example, if you're looking for a mentor, as I said before, or if you want to do some networking, how to write a letter that is more genuine, instead of I have some samples there just to like how to start, instead of just taking a generic thing and saying, hello, I want to meet you, can you be my mentor? You just be more genuine, and how to write in a formal way. Be short and be courteous, of course, and you'll be well on your way. Okay, so that book, I said, is on Amazon. It's available right now. There's also an ebook version if you prefer that. All right, and then if you want to know more about me, I have a little blog in every single article I write. You see, I'm a software engineer, web developer, author, and the author I just started writing last year, 2024. Obviously, I've been doing it now for a while. I'm still improving. That's why I was saying, if you get the algorithmic serpent, let me know what you think. I'm still improving. And if you want to get my books, I have a book page on Amazon. The link is there. And then if you need support, I have jamboservices.com. The link is also in the description for both of them. And if for courses on jamboshop.com, the link is also in the description. Okay, and then if you want to contact me, you can write a comment for this article. I think it stays only for 10 days. So, but obviously that's based on what the article is about, or the blog article. The best way to contact me is the contact forms, ojambo.com/contact, or jamboservices.com/contact, and ojamboshop.com/contact. That's the best way to contact me. If you want to follow me, the channels on Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, and YouTube. I live stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's one way you can follow me. So for example, some people don't like YouTube, some people might not like Rumble, so I gave you a bunch of options. If you want me to add another option, sure, I can do it as well. Oh, by the way, there's also what do you call it? Podcast. I also do a podcast, so you can look for the podcast is called the Tech Rants. So you can look for that as well if you prefer just listening instead. I try to be thorough when I explain this, what I'm doing. So you can follow along, especially when I'm presenting like business-related things, which be things you can use, productivity applications. For example, like today, I don't know where this one falls, because it's artificial intelligence, or it could be a productivity tool. I think it's a productivity tool because it can help me visualize what my story. So I put that under productivity and artificial intelligence. Okay, so I'm going to put the, oh yeah, I forgot. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow. As I said before, it helps the channel grow in that the more people subscribe, the more the video gets sent out to more viewers, and those viewers can join and the growing community here and post their requests or tips and tricks, which I'll share with the rest of you. Okay, and also if you want to know what's what we're doing next, when I put the outro here, Stable Diffusion versus Z Image Turbo, you guys know who won. It's obviously Z Image Turbo. So if you want to know what's upcoming, you go to jambo.com, you go to Watch Menu Live Summary, you can see this is what we did today. Is obviously it's complete. This is what we're doing tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then the days after that. So the AI stuff is not done yet. We have this Guinea one. It's not just a review. I'll also show you how you can enable Guinea. It's an IDE. You can also enable AI with it for coding. And then after that, we have self-hosting image, which is an open source photo and video manager. And then after Guinea, we'll have this Elastic Designs. It's a GNOME application. And then after that, we'll get into some, I'll show you how you can use Blender to create your own elastic, like a coil spring. And then after that, we'll do the same thing with HTML5. And then after that, we'll do something with PHP. I don't know if I've actually created it yet, but yeah, we'll take care of that as well. All right, so with that said, I'm going to check the live chats now to see if there's any chat requests. I'm going to check BitChute. I don't see anything. Rumble, I don't see anything. And Odyssey, I don't see anything. YouTube, the only person was Mavadol, God, I believe, and his last comment was no. So I guess because I thought I chatted with them in the summer, looks like I did not. So that's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Right now it's 22:30. That's 10:30 p.m. So that's good enough. I'm going to end this live chat, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again.